وبركاته. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Thank you all of you for joining. My heartfelt gratitude goes to our most honored and respected Secretary Sir and our dear Principal Madam Sumaya Fatma Ma'am. We are thankful to you because of the support to conduct such a webinar, especially this webinar talks about the social issue, which is a serious concern and threat to society. I also thank our teaching and non-teaching staff along with our management, who's also been very supportive in whatever we do as BET. Thank you to my dear students and all the participants, distinguished delegates, participants, greetings to all of you. It gives me an immense warmth and great pleasure to grace all of your presence in the interest of the entire BT institutions. And it gives me tremendous contentment presenting the welcome speech among the most esteemed personality who has won accolades in his respective field. Thank you, Dr. Muhammad Naveed. It's a glorious moment to extend my warm wishes on behalf of PET to introduce our esteemed guest. I would like to talk few things about our guest, which is very essential for our students and all of us to know.
To that, we also imbibe few qualities of
Doctor,
doctor
who's
who's
really
really
highly recognized. Give me a moment. So, to talk about Dr. Muhammad Naveed, he comes from a very humble family, uh, a family of four siblings. Basically, his father was the only breadwinner, and he's gone through a lot of struggle in life in terms of education and other stuff. He became a doctor, and other three siblings of his they're also engineers and well versed in their occupation and qualification. He started in Lily Rose School. He was a topper, and importantly, he was a topper in the year. He did his plus two. After that, he got a seat in Bellary Medical College. He completed graduation without paying his fees. Was he was the distinguished student, and after that, the struggle started. He had to struggle a lot to keep up his position as number one, and then he completed his medicine. After which, he took his he took up his post graduation, for which he got a free seat in Vaidehi Medical College for his MD course. He worked quite some time in Saga Hospital, and then he relocated to Oman. This is about it, and the journey is not there. He also completed his European diploma in regional anesthesia. Presently, he now is working as a COVID warrior tirelessly for Oman citizens. This is about him. So to move forward, I feel really it's a good and gracious moment to extend my warm wishes on behalf of BT Institution to Dr. Naveed. I would want to convey my heartfelt gratitude to Doctor for accepting the invitation and presiding over this webinar. It's an opportune moment to refurbish upon the problems of substance abuse with our esteemed delegate from Royal Hospital. The webinar brushes upon a spectrum of exciting and benefiting themes that discusses about use and abuse of chemical substances and its consequences. This webinar is organized and conducted for the audience to gain insight and lot of information that would remain effective in their life, improve awareness, and bring about a change in the society. I ensure this serious concern and a lot of knowledge which we will grab in this webinar, it will be profitable and fruitful for everyone present over here. And now I would like to invite officially, formally, Dr. Mohammed Nawed to have a talk on this speech. Over to you, Doctor. That discusses about use and abuse of chemical substances and its consequences. This webinar is organized and conducted for the audience to gain insight and lot of information that will remain effective in their life, improve awareness, and bring about a change in the society.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, today is Friday, and yesterday I had a very bad night. So I'm hoping some awareness is needed to make our life because since the for praising me and making this opportunity to talk to you all and bring some awareness among us about all the about this drug abuse which is right now happening in our community. So so am I sharing the PPT, Mrs. Jahan?
Yes, sir, you can do it.
Okay.
Please.
uh, can you help me out? Okay, yeah. Let me share my screen. uh, it's changed screen, yeah. Okay. 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 Options.
Yes, doctor, you can start.
Okay.
I hope it's visible.
Visible to everybody, hopefully.
Yes, yes.
So, good morning once again. My name is Dr. Muhammad Naveed, and I'm anesthesiologist and intensivist working in Royal Hospital in Oman. I relocated in 2019. It's been 1.5 year here being here as an intensivist. So today the topic is very sensitive and very interesting, and I think my talk will bring some awareness among few of us or all of us. Okay, so the topic is even interesting. So everybody can mute their mics, please. Yeah. Okay. We can start now. So today's topic, as you know, that this is use and abuse of this substance. Substance here I am referring to the drugs. Okay. So I have two questions for you and for myself. Is it necessary to talk on this subject, or and is it relevant to all of us? For me, it's a big yes. Reason why it is big yes is today's every individual, the whole family, and the community are suffering from this drug abuse issues. We are having in terms of loss of productivity, we are losing our jobs because we are not performing well at our jobs, and there is a lot of impairment in our physical and mental health. And day by day, our quality of life is going down. And if you see, there is an increase in crime, number of crimes in terms of violence, let it be rapes, robbery. The main reason for all these things, I would say that it might be due to all this drug abuse, being in a wrong company. So can you change me to the next slide, please?
Yes, 1 minute.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So who's I feel it is every individual's responsibility to safeguard others' life, like our neighbor's life, like our friend's life, like our parents' life, like our neighbor's life, right? So, coming to the topic, once again, we have issues with sharing the PPT.
Just a moment, doctor. Just a moment.
Yeah, yeah, sure, 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 sure.
Ma'am, Sabi Mama. Mama, I don't have your number. You just call to my number. Okay.
Actually, students are joining, so we're just trying to log in through our system. Just
Okay,
give
no
me 2
problem.
minutes. No
No
problem.
problem. No
Yeah,
problem.
it's almost ready. It's done.
Okay.
I hope it's visible now.
It's visible for me. I
Okay.
don't know about the audience.
Yes, I think it's visible
Yeah.
for all of us.
Okay. Okay. Good. So shall we start or should we wait for some more time?
No, now we can start because people wants to join. I can simultaneously do it.
Do that. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will help me in changing the slides. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So couple of minutes back, I discussed why it is why this topic is very important in our community because it is affecting every individual in all terms like there is a loss of productivity and we are losing our jobs because we are not performing at our jobs well, and there is you can see there is an impairment in our physical activities and our mental status is going down day by day, and even our quality of life has come down. And also you can see there is a lot of crime in our society mainly because of this substance abuse. You can see violence and even the rapes because of this influence of these drugs. Okay, and you see robberies to just to have some money from others, they do all this crimes and get into the trouble. So whose responsibility is this control this drug abuse? I feel it is every individual's responsibility, me, you, and your elders. It's our responsibility to see life. All agree with me. So coming to the next slide, uh, the main reason for this drug abuse, it might be not physical, not only physical, it might be mental. Like few people fall in relationships breakups. Parents are not happy with their kids are not happy with their parents because they have a lot of stress on them to perform well at their academics. Then coming to the next reason will be the stress of what, like we are living in a competitive world, we want to success in every way, so it's impossible to success, and success is not a cup of tea so that everybody can have it. Okay, and the very serious and dangerous disease reason I would say is depression. So there is a statistics according to National Mental Health Survey. 43% of Indian populations are under this deadly disease. Majorly, you can see this depression among the younger generation. Okay, so every second person is under depression. Maybe your colleague is in depression, and even yourself might be in depression. Okay, so these three reasons are the major issue in our society. So let me come to the substance. So let me tell you brief about this substance, which I have categorized into two groups. One is like group one, which is easily available, and we don't think this is like a substance, and it is killing ourselves. Like caffeine, which we take it daily in small quantities as a coffee. Nowadays, we have this Red Bull, which has a lot more concentration of this caffeine. Few students take this Red Bull before going to the exam. They think that if they take this, they can perform others, outperform others. That is not true. They might perform well for a short period of time. If you keep using this caffeine, it may lead into a big trouble in future. I will tell you why. So coming to this is like nicotine, cigarettes. Cigarettes are very common, and we see in our own family, our elders are having this habit, and they do it even at home in front of their so taking in a small quantity, they think that it will increase their lifespan and it helps them. But small quantity, day by day, day by day, day by day, will become a big, huge amount. They become a chronic alcoholic, which damages their liver, brain, and even their personal life. Okay, so next group is like narcotic painkillers, brain stimulants, and brain depressants. I won't go in deep into this group. Let me tell you superficially. These narcotic drugs are mainly prescribed by the doctors. We prescribe these medications. We prescribe this medication when patient is in more into the pain, and we prescribe for a short period of time, like for 5 days, 10 days. But our patients into this start using this period of time, like they consume daily. They will start liking this medication. Their pain will increase slowly. They will go into the abuse, abusing this substance and complicating their life. So coming to the next slide, so we have two groups of substances. Next slide is like we have our statistics. Coming to our group, concentrating on our group 2, prescription drug abuse. Prescription drug abuse is it has become, so as I said, there are three most abused drug classes. One is narcotic drugs, CNS depressants, and C stimulants. These drugs are more into the pain. Very chemics or synthetic drugs which are made by the pharmaceutical company and used by the doctors for the patients, but is being misused daily. So this is our all are suffering with started suffering with this narcotics, but not with recent 2 months. But if you go international, UK, US, you see patients are cross this narcotic. Now they are using all this stimulant, brain stimulants and depressants, which is putting in a great trouble for them. So developed countries now under the pressure to control this abuse. So coming to the what this next slide. Coming to this substance abuse, what the user desire to have is like euphoria. They want euphoria. They want to be happy. They try to consume this substance to be happy. They want to be wakefulness, alert, talkative. They want to express themselves, because when they are not into the influence, they are very calm, timid. Okay, and hallucination. This hallucination is a very big problem. Hope everybody know what is hallucination. They imagine the world as their life. So when they take this substance, they start imagining. They start imagining colorful streets, colorful roads, colorful flowers around them. So there is a thin line between use and abuse. Misuse is that. That is misuse. What is misuse? Misuse is the use of substance for the purpose that is not consistent with legal or medical guidelines. As I said, I give some narcotic painkillers for a patient coming with knee pain. She for the period of 10 days. Later, she comes to me after 1 month saying that she is still continuing that medication. Now she has reached to that stage where it's very difficult for me to stop that medication because she is used to that. So this is the reason which makes the user to become an abuser. Okay, so this would mean taking more than what is prescribed, even in the quantity. Suppose I have given a 50 mg today. After 1 month, I need to increase that dose to 100 mg to achieve the same effect. So slowly, this amount of drug is increasing day by day, and they are actually getting into the trap of this abuse. Coming to the next, so the thin line between the use and abuse is the misuse. Hope you people understood. Next slide. There is a study in UK which shows that there are 2,380 deaths in year 2016 just because of this misuse, and there are 73% of drug misusers' death occurring in men. Imagine, men are like 73% among 100% of deaths. So, drug abuse is the third most common cause of death now in England, occurring between the age group of 15 to 49 years. So, not understood that. big mistake we are doing by misusing the drugs. So we had desired. Now coming to the undesired effect, which we don't want to happen, but this will lead the user or abuser to develop this loss of coordination. They won't coordinate in their life. They are always confused. They will develop this poor judgment. The decision making is gone. They can't decide what is better for them, and the reflexes go slow. They can't walk fast. They you see them. They are dangling on the roads, and they will have these short visions. And in long term, they will have this serious issue of they lose their mental strength. This abuse. Okay, so what the misuse is the concern. If you see 80% of the users heroin, no matter they use word very often in the news, 80% of users of heroin start their journey by misusing the biscuit box. Okay, so let me tell you one story which happened with me when I was yeah, around 10 standard. I used to work in a medical store. There, doctor used to come and collect one syrup. Then later, time later when I asked my what this syrup is used for, they said they use in sweet. The drug has particular type of heroin, and they use this syrup for one shot, and they throw the bottle and go out. So for this abuse, we are all responsible for this abuse. That drug owner, I mean, medical owner, me giving the drug with unknowingly, and the person using that drug, and even the our law enforcement is not that strong to avoid all this misuse of the drugs. If of them then he will he will go out in the society. Even they will start involving into the crimes, and might be we will be the victim in future, unfortunately. So it's very dangerous. So coming to the next slide, when does use becomes abuse? See, there is a thin line, as I said. Chronic using of these drugs begins impairing their specific aspects of life. So when their use becomes abuse chronic, you can see their health complications starts happening in their life. Like they will have heart attacks, they will have without their BP, their personal life, everything is gone, and inability to carry out daily responsibilities. For an example, an alcoholic, he can't perform his daily responsibility. You see him lying on the roads. He is unconscious. He is not aware of his status. And physical dependence. Physical dependence is very dangerous, which leads into the most of the crimes. Like today, if he is a user for daily, if he miss one dose, he will he will die like anything to achieve that. He will kill anybody. He can rob anybody to achieve that drug. So I think so. I'm telling the truth of the society. Okay, and withdrawal symptoms. This happens when they stop using the drug because of non-availability that day, and they will start having they will they may stop breathing themselves and land up into coma and even death. And craving for drugs, this is like, yeah, usually they start craving for drugs, then alcohol, then they want more kick, they go into heroin, morphine, very dangerous substances. Okay, so this is a picture which I took in 2019. uh, so purposely I'm not I haven't put a picture showing their faces. I don't want to disclose their identity.
This I took it from our area, that is Bismillah Nagar. This is the park where, yeah, at around 11 o'clock, I was walking around with my son and I saw these people gathering there. That is the time when the park is closed. But these guys were prohibit this area. They go inside. They they started using this substance. When I asked them what's going on, they said that it's none of my business. Then I realized that they are using something for their enjoyment. Then the one guy stood up and he started threatening me, and he asked me to stop the video. He asked me to stop switch off my mobile, and he also threatened for my life. Then I had so I thought better to walk away from that place. So I went out. So I put this picture just for the background purpose. We should realize that this is happening in our own area. I don't know, this guys will be the brother of some good sister, brother of some using this area. And they do all this time in the evening, and they go as if nothing has happened with them to their homes. And this is very dangerous. And to know what their kids are happening, where are they going, what friends they have, what are their which environment they are living. It is very important for every parent to know what's going behind this. The next, which is very important. So, what is the role of women in our society? I thought I will have only a female audience here, but I can see even male audience here. So, they are much aware of these things happening around, because I know that they are aware of it. But pointing on the women, the role of women in society is very important. They play major role in shaping our society. You, being a responsible citizen, you can condemn this act, you can control this act, and you can save one's life. You are not saving one's life, you are saving a whole family, you are saving a whole community, and you are trying to avoid this crime in our society. You as a caring mother, you as a responsible sister, you as a beloved daughter, and you as a life partner can achieve this target. Hope my message reaches everybody and they take it seriously. And we wish our higher authorities, governments, police do their job correctly and try to avoid this act in our society. So next is which is very important slide for me. It's 3 easy steps to prevent this addiction. Okay, one is be knowledgeable. You should know what drug is dangerous. Okay, and today's topic, I'm just giving you the startup to know what drugs, how they are categorized, how to approach doctors, when to stop medication. All these things are very important. You should be knowledgeable about the dangers of the drugs. You should be aware of the symptoms, signs, and complications. So that you can channels giving upcoming days. We'll take a few more topics and we'll try to put more information. Okay, so you should know about the drugs health. What is the current health of my son? What is the work he is doing? What is his relationship with others? All these things should be into scrutiny. So communication. Second easy step is communicate. Because we see nowadays in our families, we don't talk to our own sisters, we don't talk to our own brothers, we won't discuss our problems with each other. We are so silent, we are so egoistic that we don't want to discuss with them. So it's better to talk, start talking, share your problems. Inshallah, that will come out with a good solution. Okay, and more than talking, better is the best to listen to them, listen to their problems. Then inshallah the solution will slowly become. Then step 3 is have a safe phone. What does it mean? Suppose in your home, if the father is having a cigarette. Definitely that son in the future will try to he will try to use this cigarette, and he wants to know what is that kick his father is getting. Sorry. So please repeat that we should keep smoking cigarette. Cigarette. Or mother or somebody like this. I forgot the name, but yes. So there were a few uh, guys, young kings. They know that they suggested that to give kick to them. So start the challenge for the medical purpose. And if I want more, the effect of substance, like even the potent, even the Fevicol is a potent drug. You see people smelling Fevicol. You think it's nothing, it's the, but that can different by this Fevicol, few people smelling all about smelling kerosene. So all people use that. It's a that's it. So maybe sorry guys, we get hospital medication your I don't know what you are feeling. We need the medications just as an antidote to your abuse substance. So my final and very important slide, pledge. Pledge. We need to take a pledge that will avoid this mental health crisis in our society, and that is our bit. I did my bit. Inshallah, others will also do a bit towards our healthy environment and society. So let's to build each other up instead of tearing each other down. Okay. So and I think thank you, and once again I thanks Mrs. Jahan to give me this opportunity so that I can put my views, and I use some photographs to just realize what is going in and around us. Okay, and these same guys, I saw them a few days later fighting with others, simply unnecessarily, just to make money, and I don't know what joy they get by doing all these things. Thank you once again.
Thank you for the insightful address, Dr. Mohammed Nawid. We have few questions
Yeah.
from our audience.
Yeah.
So the one audience by name Shauratulisa, she's talking about why is this drug heroin used and why is it kept in medical stores knowing its consequences? Is it not illegal to sell this without any prescription?
Okay. She has three questions. Why is this drug heroin used? See, heroin is a crude substance which we get from the plants. And from this crude substance, we make morphine, we make fentanyl, we make all other medical substances from this heroin, and we use it for during our surgeries. I'm being anesthesiologist. I work in OT. We use this morphine, fentanyl just to keep patient into anesthesia and keep them free from pain. Okay. So that is the reason we don't keep heroin. We keep substance derived from heroin. Heroin is the crude one which is available in the streets. Okay, why it is kept in medical stores, knowing its consequences? All the medical stores doesn't have this heroin. They have codeine. Codeine is not that potent as like heroin. Heroin. This codeine is used to suppress the cough. So they keep this codeine in the shops. And with our medical administration in Bangalore, they have the scrutiny, like which shop is taking how many syrups. They have limited the number of syrups to that particular shop. And we can't use more than that number of syrups. Is it not illegal to sell this without any prescription? It is definitely it is illegal. And if you caught selling this medication without prescription, definitely you will be behind bars. But unfortunately, in India, nobody is taking care of all these things. And you see, even the antibiotics are not supposed to be prescribed without prescription. Our people are using antibiotics like left and right. If you go to UK and US, very difficult to get antibiotics. They are first put on home remedies, then slowly they put on other non-antibiotic medication, then they go into medical antibiotics. But in India, we are using abruptly, recklessly all these antibiotics, and definitely India should take care of these things. Nusrat Jahan, she has mentioned Corex. Corex is that syrup name. Corex has that codeine. See, I'm telling you all these things just for the awareness, not for the use. Please don't use. Okay, even boys, I can see some side and we Hassan. Please don't take your okay. And next is there is one more question. How does these children get to know about these drugs? How can we help them in case if we come across about this? Children, how they get to know is one is by our seniors using the substance. Let's try. Like they are smoking. Let us even try that. And next is even if you see the movies like let it be gangster, all this once upon a time, you see those people snorting. Our younger generation gets easily tracked into this stylish, phase 3 glamorous world, and they try this substance. Try, then use, then misuse, then abuse, and end of the story. Faisal Ahmad, okay, very good information, doctor, especially Fevicol. Never thought that this can be information. Yeah, Fevicol, you have paint, you have kerosene. Even small kids, like 4 5 years, you see they will be smelling even rubber with the eraser. Rubber is a very good name, eraser. They smell this eraser, and few people have this habit of smelling new books. See, if I keep on saying all the substance are in and around are very dangerous, but if you use it cautionarily, then hopefully everything will be fixed.
Assalamualaikum, sir. Isn't it thinner, sir? Thinner mixed with oil paint?
All these are like inhalation, which give them pleasure. And I have seen patients reporting to the emergency room by continuously inhaling all this substance. So they become unconscious, confused, tremor. They have tremor in this sense, what we call fits. So we should keep all these things far away from the kids. Yeah. So my understanding is this drug is used by youth as a coping mechanism or for a temporary enjoyment. Yeah, definitely. They want to run away from the fact of the real world. They don't want to face the difficulties. They don't want to face the stress. They don't want to face the depression. They try the other way to combat all these things, which is not a right thing. That's why this seminar is, inshallah, every girl will be a potent in your family as a guidance, inshallah, you will all do a good job, inshallah. Naphthalene was, yeah, definitely. To get rid of smoking, many of them use nicotine. So nicotine doesn't have any side effect. Yeah. See, nicotine, nicotine itself has a substance called nicotine. When you take that nicotine in that high dose, when after taking nicotine, if you try smoking, you will have that bitter taste. So what happens, like, you will stop smoking. Slowly you will stop smoking. Then in coming days you will stop using nicotine. So nicotine is like aversion. It will give you bitter taste and avoid you from smoking. Try, I mean, Saira Banu. If it was like male, I would have said, after nicotine, if you try smoking, really you can't smoke. It is so bitter. Next, Shobrat Dunesa, how can we bring awareness about it? Like, as I did, seminars, and as I said, there are three easy steps, like we know, first ourselves should be knowledgeable about the drugs, what kind of drugs available in and around, like even the pain and everything. So we should be aware of these things. Today, my son is inhaling kerosene. Tomorrow he will try something else. He wants to go high, and day after tomorrow he will try something else. This way, he will get trapped into this substance of abuse, and he will end up in a big trouble. I will like sleepy medication. I didn't go into brief. If I said that CNS students and CNS depressant, CNS is like a brain. So when you take this Avil, it's like a depressant, will make you sleep. Most of us are like sleep deprived. Like, we are not sleeping on time. We are not having adequate sleep. Even the person who is sleeping for 8 hours, he is not getting that sleep because there is something called REM, rolling eye movements. I don't want to go into deep. This REM, at least we should have this REM deep sleep 4 to 5 cycles. Then only that person will be called as adequately slept and very active. So they take this Avil medication to make them sleep and depress. I mean, to combat this sleep deprivation disease. There is also a major issue in our society. Yeah, petrol, paint, yeah, everything, all your combustible substance. I think we should conduct awareness camps or seminars about substance abuse for patients so that they can help them. Yeah, definitely they should be. That's what they should be taken care by our NGOs, our trustees, and so I don't want to go to that level. So I have just started from base scratch. Like, you and me can start our journey from our home. That will make a big difference, inshallah. Everybody has seen kind of movies. Okay. So how about sinners? Yes, sinners and Darzin. I don't know what is Darzin. Darzin is, I think it's the citizen. Sinners and citizen come into the family of Avil. These are the same antihistaminics, and these make you sleep and little bit sedated. I would tell that word sedated. They are like into hallucination, mild hallucination, not hallucination also. They are into sedation. They want to depress their brain. Thank you, sir. It's very informative session and interesting program. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. So that, yeah, thank you very much. Any more questions? If I have gone out of topic, hope you all forgive me. And I did my best. Hope you all will do your job, inshallah. Okay, any more questions? Cigarettes are very carcinogenic. No, they're not carcinogenic. Cigarette and cigarette has this paracetamol along with that. if you take more, I have seen arrest, they will damage their liver. Like I have seen patient coming to our ICU with consumption of paracetamol. Paracetamol, which is commonly called as prostacyclin. If you consume more than 4 grams within a period of 24 hours, you are likely to damage your liver. So they are not carcinogenic, but they are very dangerous for your organs like liver, kidney, because our system won't tackle these high doses. They go into failure. How do I know if someone is addicted to drugs? That's what awareness. I did add that slide. If I would have added, then it would have been better. There are signs and symptoms. If you see the patient, their reflexes are slow. As I said, they are like in their own world. They are confused. They are not decision making. If they are alcohol, you can make it out. If they are they won't be in a decision making state. Slowly you can get to know from them when they are like aware of the environment. When they are under the influence, they behave very abruptly. And clinically, we can make it out by doing all our blood pressure things and collecting samples, sending to the lab and tracing the substance. But you as a non-medico, you can judge clinically, but not by laboratory. Thank you so much, sir. It was very informative session. Inshallah, we will do our bit from our side. What does carcinogenic means? Carcinogenic means carcinogenic cigarette. Cigarette is a carcinogenic. Why it is called carcinogenic? Like if you take more of cigarette later in life, you will land up into bronchogenic carcinoma. What is bronchogenic carcinoma? Is a lung cancer. Many of them are aware of it. So any substance can be a carcinogenic. Not any substance. There are few substances which are categorized as carcinogenic. Even our high fried beef, mutton, highly fried beef, mutton can be a carcinogenic. It may lead into stomach cancer if you use it daily and regularly, very frequently in large amount. It can lead into a stomach cancer. Okay, so avoid eating more of this thing like fried barbecue chickens, meat, beef. No, you can take it in a lesser amount, very infrequently, not regularly. Okay, Aisha.
Fried ones and grilled ones, both are different, na, sir? If I'm right. Grilled non-veg, like chicken and mutton, and fried ones. Is there
fried ones, fried one where you see that more half of the mutton and beef is like blackish, like powdery. It is burnt, like some part of the flesh is burnt. That is very dangerous. Grilled, you can take it. Grill is also, even if you see the grill, you can see that black substance sitting on this. If you take that in a large amount, then it will be a carcinogenic. So don't worry much about those things. Okay. So that's what I said.
that grilled chickens and muttons are like the fat free, no fat is there if you grill it properly, so you can eat it.
See, fat is already inside the mutton and this, and upon that you are adding some oil. And you add some oil on that. So definitely there will be some amount of fat in it. Even your normal mutton piece or something, it has some fat attached to it. And even the fat is for our body. You can't avoid fat completely. You should have fat in your life. Fat, carbon dioxide, and proteins are building blocks of our most of the medicines which are banned in first world country but sold out in third world country. medicine which are banned in India. See, coming to the banning drug, many of the drugs are banned in our India, but still they are used. Like Nimesulide, which is a painkiller, but still it is used in our country. Nimesulide is banned in US by FDA, but in India it is still used. So our government and FDA approving authorities should take care of all these things. And if I want to tell you about Oman, Oman has very less available drugs and all those things because they're very strict about these things. But recently they are catching hold of the people who are getting substance from other countries to these ports. Most of our neighboring countries are doing that. So, Asha Khanam, feedback link. Very informative session. Thank you, sir. Sir, what medications are recommended for allergic rhinitis? This is out of topic. And allergic rhinitis, like commonly used drugs are like cetirizine, levocetirizine. You have Allegra, and you need to know what substance you are allergic with. You need to see ENT doctor. They will do some allergy test on your body and they will revert you back. Thank you, sir. Very informative session. Thank you for this session. Very informative. Can exercise be used as a tool to treat or to prevent substance abuse? See, exercise, yes, definitely exercise will help you to be far from all these things. But when you say exercise, people go into the bodybuilding, and even there they start abusing drugs. Only this heroin morphine is not the drugs which are abused. Even the steroids are abused very badly. They will have all this fertility issues. So any drug, please consult your doctor. Don't go directly to the medical shop and get your medicines taken and consume those medicines. You will consume those medicines for that episode, and once you get you get fever after 1 month, you go to the medical shop and get the same medication and you self-treat yourself. Many patients line up in ICU by this act of misusing drugs. Thank you, sir, very for such informative session. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Naveen.
Yeah, thank you.
It's really kind of you because you wouldn't have much of time, 40 minutes to 50 minutes I had requested, but then still.
No problem, yeah. Actually, yesterday I was on duty and today I'm free. So, yeah, it's okay, not a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Any other questions? Can you please mail it? I will forward it.
Yes.
Okay.
So we shall have
More such webinars with doctor.
Yeah.
Anything
And,
you have kind of question?
Yeah.
So because of this COVID situation and all, they are really recommending a lot of multivitamin and vitamin C. How safe is it to take taking it often? But now everyone is taking it. Is it okay to take it, sir?
See, COVID has created
A lot of confusion. There
a lot of
issues happening in this COVID situation. Consuming a lot of vitamins is also a bad thing. You would end up into the intoxication. Like vitamin A, vitamin C, all these drugs. If you take it continuously in high doses, definitely it will be a problem. So you're not supposed to do that. And see why this multivitamin, vitamin C and zinc came into picture, just to boost your immunity and just to keep you strong, because our diet is not that sufficient to cover all these vitamins. So we are taking this drug as supplements. This is not the way. will keep you make a immune problem. Who don't even drink milk, they don't take this yet. So how will they get this protein? How will they get this vitamin? So definitely doctors will start prescribing this medication, and these medications are sold like and pharmaceutical companies are definitely making money. So better concentrate on your lifestyle, on your diet, consume a lot of fiber containing diet, balanced diet. I think so. We should have one seminar by some dietitian on our diet, some from even on our lifestyle. And if I want to tell you about COVID situation, this use of steroids is very what to say misused, because see now patients have landed up having other diseases like black lung. This is just because of abusing steroids. Their loved ones are dying because of black fungus, because already their immunity is low and they are kept on steroids continuously, and they're landing into black fungus, which is very deadly disease, and this disease will not stop once it's entered into the body. You need to have multiple surgeries. Very horrible disease. So better not to use medication without doctor's consultation. And whatever you are using, keep refining. Get to know about that drug. Get to know whether it should be continued or whether it should be stopped at one point of time. Okay. So hope I'm.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now we'll have a speech.
Thanksgiving speech by Asha Tasni ma'am, and then we'll wind up. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
A warm and a graceful morning to our most valued honorable chief guest, Dr. Muhammad Nadeem sir, the respected Secretary sir, beloved Principal Madam, teachers, and my dear participant. And everyone gathered here. I feel honored to give vote of thanks and acknowledge the hard work to make this day an auspicious occasion. First of all, I extend my thanks to Almighty Allah for making today's event a success. Thank you to the dignitaries on behalf of Lady Sartamisa Degree College. I extend a vote of thanks to our chief guest who saved us time for this occasion from his busy schedule. Thank you, sir. I thank our Secretary, Sir Muhammad Saifullah, sir, and the management team, and teachers, Principal Madam, and the other participants. We value your presence. Thank you, sir, for your informative session, sir. It was very informative.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, one and all. Stay safe, stay blessed. Jazakallahu khairan kathiran kaseera.
Yeah. Keep social distancing. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.